Hi there, it's me again. Just checking in. I didn't get a chance to send out my round 2 symptom recap before I came in for round 3, so I figured I would combine these videos together um, to go over my symptoms as well as the experience I had today with intrathecal chemotherapy. So I'll explain that, but just to go over round 2 symptoms. Nothing really changed from round 1. I still get really swollen, eat quite a bit, not as much as the first time, but newly my fingertips get a little bit numb, so it's kind of like I can feel it when I'm trying to type something from a keyboard or like on my phone. I'm not like pushing the right button, but it's not enough to it doesn't really interfere with everyday life. I noticed over this past weekend we had a garage sale fundraiser in my honor, which was absolutely amazing and successful, more than I ever could have dreamed of. We had over 30 families from Port Huron to Redford donate for the cause, and we held it from Friday until Sunday, and I had a couple of really great friends and family stop by to assist with selling everything and just putting themselves out there. Greg, my fiance, he did a hot dog stand, which turned out really well, and it was an overall great experience. I got to meet a lot of fellow survivors that shared their stories with cancer. Just a couple, no one had Gray Zone Lymphoma like I did, but a couple people had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is from Gray Zone. I favor non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it was nice to hear some of the stories or even the treatments that they had, because they were just so different than anything that I've gone through. I even had a gentleman share a story about how he had radioactive injections and how he had a magnet on his back wall, like right here, that kept his bed like stuck to it. It was crazy stuff, and he was just happy to hear that medicine has come so far since he had it. Um, but it was a really great experience. I'll never forget any of it. As I say that, trying not to tear up. Gotta pause it. Sorry, it's just very touching, as you can imagine. All the support and love that I got, it's just truly amazing, and just I never realized it until I've been sick, just how amazing people are, even if you don't know them. But anyway, move along. So to finish up my symptom recap, like I said, it's very similar to the first one. I'm restless for the first week, but can't do much because I'm so swollen, and I get tired really easy and whatnot. The final week I was running around doing the garage sale, like I said. I have this, which is like a Fitbit. It's called a Jawbone. I doubled, almost tripled my steps over the weekend, and I hardly was working as hard as the friends and family that came and helped out. So it was a good feeling to feel accomplished and like active. So today is June 7th of 2017. I actually got here yesterday. Extremely anxious because I had to start my first round of intrathecal chemotherapy. So what that is it's a type of chemo. I can't remember the name. I know it starts with an M, but the name of the medicine that they give me. But it's administered through your spinal cord. So what they do is numb you up with lidocaine, and then what they do is they stick this really long needle into your back so they can inject medicine. I was freaking out mostly because I thought they were just not going to do it blind, but how are they going to figure out where to go and not hit a nerve that could really mess me up or make me flinch or something like that. But it turns out that they use an X-ray to guide the needle in exactly where they want it to go. So that made me feel better. It still didn't feel good though. The lidocaine kind of helped. They They hit a couple parts. It was more anxiety than it was pain, though, for sure. So the overall procedure only took 15 minutes. And then after that, once that was all done, I had to lay down for 3 hours to let the medicine work up from my lumbar up into my brain. And the reason why I have to do this is to reduce the risk of cancer cells spreading, or even the chance of me getting cancer again. What they did take out some spinal fluid. I should have the test results tomorrow to find out if I do actually have any cancer floating around in there. So they had to take some of the fluid out in order to put the medicine in, which is kind of gross. But overall, the experience wasn't terrible. I know I'm going to dread it until I'm done with it. I have to do it for this cycle and then the next 3. So if all goes well, that's how it's going to go, and hopefully I don't have to do it anymore. It's just I hate being uncomfortable, which I'm sure everyone does, but I'm a big baby when it comes to that. So, but that's about it. So far, so good for round 3 otherwise. Yeah, so have a nice weekend. Sorry, I'm just tired and overwhelmed from it. I'm actually going to take a nap after this. So, don't have a nice weekend because it's Wednesday. God. Until next time, though, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.